What's up, guys? I'm here. Now we're going to be talking about Resident Evil Village. Let's do my little review of it, what I thought of this game. And there's the sexier one behind me. They have Real Gamer here, and I'm just a talker now. But what's up, guys? This is my footage. Talk about Resident Evil Village. We're in the middle of doing our little Resident Evil marathon before Requiem comes out. Yeah, can't wait. Game's going to be awesome. But yeah, so we started off with it. We're not playing games in any order, but we started playing. Let's play Resident Evil Village. That's what I was thinking. It's been a while since I played it. It's a fun game. I enjoyed it.
What's up, that man? I'm just looking. I gotta shoot these
I
windows to get
thought
this
there was a third person
collectible.
version
So
of
I'm just, or the
this or
trophy.
an
So I'm just
update
looking
or
real quick.
something. I
Give me a
couldn't
second.
find it, but we did a first person to how it's supposed to be played. And I enjoyed this game. I still think I'm more of a fan of like the Resident Evil 2 and 3 remake, the third person, over the first person. First person definitely makes it scarier, but I think I'd rather play it
Okay, so it's this here. I gotta
in
go to
third
next.
person,
Okay.
like the other
How you
games.
doing now? How's things going?
But otherwise, the gameplay's great. The controlling's great. That was all good. I had no issues with that. Um, I played it on the hardest difficulty, and I got
Yeah,
my
we're
ass
doing our
kicked.
little Resident Evil marathon to get ready for
I just be
Requiem.
honest, especially at the
Looks to
end
be an
there, I
amazing game
raged a
coming in a
lot
couple weeks.
because I got stuck at a bunch of different spots that I didn't think, and I honestly was about to quit a few times at the very end. Either I'm just a terrible gamer or what, but it was rough. Most of the big, most like three-quarters of the game wasn't too bad. I got through it. I had this gun here that I unlocked from playing before and got it all maxed out and was doing massive damage. So it took me through the whole game.
Oh
But
damn,
I'm
it was
glad
doing
I
so
got the
max, then that
trophies for
sucks.
the difficulties. I do want to play through it again eventually, but I'm going to wait a little bit and come back to it later because I would like to get the platinum. The trophies aren't too hard. They're not bad at all. The only ones I gotta really going to have an issue with is the mercenaries one because I never liked the mercenaries games in these. They're fine and all, but just my personal preference. I didn't care for them, and look, I just got killed.
I believe it. I believe it. Baldur's Gate 4.
Because
I
these
can't
guys,
believe I
one
ever.
or two hits, you're done on the shadows, Book of Shadows difficulty. But it made it fun and extra scary. But anyways, off topic. So this game, as you can see, the inventory and stuff. I like the inventory. I like having that, like the old Resident Evil 4 way. I like the crafting. Yes, you craft different ammo and medicines, and you find guns. You can buy guns. You can unlock them as you like any other Resident Evil. You get like an A or an S. You get more guns, and you can buy them in New Game Plus. You can get stuff. It's no normal stuff in Resident Evil games. Um, I like the locations of this. I really did. Like you can see right now, we're in Lady Demescu. Demescu. I can never understand how to pronounce her name. In her area, which is one of actually my probably my favorite location of the whole game. I mean, she's an iconic character now in the Resident Evil universe, and it's pretty for right so you can tell. Really, really cool character. I liked Heisenberg too, though. He's like the Resident Evil Magneto. He was pretty cool.
Yeah, hopefully they can refund that though, or
But
get that back
gameplay
because
wise, you play as
it's really
Ethan. If you played the one before this,
nice.
this is
I
just a
keep getting
sequel
disappointed.
into it. Um, your daughter's been stolen, kidnapped, whatever you want to call it, and you gotta go get her and save her. Basically, you gotta go save her, and you're going through all these areas, and
So you finally
as you
made
tell,
it.
this is actually a boss fight here.
Everyone falls for me.
Kind of. Yeah, I guess I don't know. Would you consider it a boss fight?
Ah! Ow! So mean!
You gotta turn the lights on. All her sisters are like this. Put the lights on, and then they freeze up. Actually, Lady Dimitri, her boss fight was really cool. I think she was one of the. She was a little tough, but I think she was probably the coolest boss fight in this game. Actually, yeah, I think she
Oh,
was the
see, I don't
coolest
know
one.
much about that stuff. Okay. Damn.
And you guys played, you'll see most people probably already played this, so they know exactly what I'm talking about. Everybody's got their own preference, though. But back to being Ethan Winters, you're going through here getting like these four different body parts of your daughter, and you got to bring them in and take them to Heisenberg. Well, Heisenberg's location or whatever, or it unlocks to his location. You see, I like the maps in these games. I've just started playing some Resident Evil 4, and I love how in these newer Resident Evil games, so the map's red and basically saying, "Hey, it's incomplete. There's an item in this place," and then it goes to the other color when you didn't get it, when you did get
That's 'cause
everything.
they're
So
working
me
on
being a
scouting
completionist, I like
science
seeing
work
that.
behind all
Like,
the
oh,
stuff.
I missed something. I have to go get it, and it
Extra
drives me nuts if I
protection,
don't
of
go
course, you have
get
to
it.
pay
And it
for
could
it.
be
Those
ammo,
little
it could
people
be a
never
health
really
item,
ask
it could be like some sort of jewelry or a gem or something. And me being crazy, I was like, I gotta get it. I gotta get it. That's the only way I feel like 100%ed it. And all these Resident Evils, I hope this new one does the same thing like the other ones. I hope they continue on with that because that's awesome. So it lets me know if I actually missed something or not. So hopefully they keep that trend going. Wow, that is a hell of a name, dude. What is going on, brother? I'm not even going to say that. That's a little crazy. But wow, okay. But you're coming in. We're talking about some Resident Evil. Um, we just finished up Village, so we're talking about it here. Come on in, hang out. What else is there? We got my live footage going on right now that we're talking about. You know, the Resident Evil marathon we got going on. But anyways, what else? Okay, so the village area. So this game has werewolves. That part kind of felt weird for me for a Resident Evil game.
That's
I
improved
miss
us
the
right
old
now. We got it
zombies.
now. Sweet.
That's always been my thing. I miss the zombies, even like the tyrants and all that stuff. I miss still. I know you got to change as the years go on and stuff, but I'm still old school. I like the walking zombies. And I just think some of the monsters back then were, yeah, the graphics weren't as good, but they were like more brutal and nasty looking. Now they got into like, I don't know, the different kind of monsters from back then. Back then you could see kind of like the human aspect of the monster as it mutates and stuff. Now it's just like, oh, I'm a big bug now, or I'm a big whatever. I don't know, it's just different. But yeah, like I said, I'm used to the old schools. I like the old school zombies. And from the way the Rec Room looks like, I guess that's kind of what they are in the new ones coming up. I'm not sure. Kind of looks like they're zombie-ish, which is great because that's the only thing about this. The we're fighting the werewolves was cool in this. It seemed like, is this still considered Resident Evil? Is it? Because it really didn't seem like it with them. But they were neat. It was something different. It was neat. It just didn't totally feel like a Resident Evil game. And man, there's some of them are fast and they can dodge out of your shoot shots and stuff too. Oof, those guys were crazy. And they were tough, especially on the hardest difficulty. Man, they're fast and they 1 to 2 hits, you're done.
3,
I think maybe it was 2 hits if you had full health.
4.
And I guess Heisenberg was the one controlling them. They're like his minions. Which Heisenberg was. Well, no. There's a lady Miranda that all these all four. So one cool segment about this game I thought was really neat was it brought like the horror back to this was when you were in that one little house with the doll maker house or whatever. That part was scary. I like that. I wish we had more of that in Village, like the spookiness, because this kind of became more of an action oriented game, except for that one segment. When you're in there, if you know, you know. You go into that house, there's dolls everywhere. It's real creepy and dark and eerie. And this house is sitting all by itself. And then you go in the basement and you got that big baby looking thing. Ooh, mama, mama, oh, or mama. That thing was so crazy. It was huge and crawling through, hunting you down. You couldn't kill it either. That was cool and that was scary as hell. I wish we had a little bit more of that in Resident Evil because that's once you played that part, that seemed like a whole different game in that small section. It was really, really cool.
Now we gotta shoot
I
all
thought
these
that was
goats.
funny.
There's 6 out of 20 yet.
But other than that, most of the game seemed action, but that seems the way Resident Evils are going anyways. You know, but except for this new one looks like it's gonna have a little bit of both, which I'm down for a little bit of both. That'd be cool. But what else is there? Took me 15 hours or so to beat it because I take, like I said, I'm slow in these kind of games. I like to explore every nook and cranny and take my time, and that's just me. I'm not much of like a speedrunner. Maybe I'll try to run it fast. I think there's a trophy for beating it on so many hours. So I do want to try that because this would be a platinum I would like to try to get, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I think that's it. The game's great. If I had to put a rating on it, I'd probably give it a solid 8 out of 10 now. I mean, it's great. It just personal preference on with the zombies and stuff. Still a great game. And I definitely recommend people to play it. But that's all I got for this one. I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to probably make another video here soon because we got more Resident Evil coming. Sorry guys, I'm out of here. I will catch you all next time. Take care.